Look at you. No braces, all the internet you can handle. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is predictable, less painful, more comfortable. Invisalign.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight in San Francisco, where one of the nation's top fencers is practicing from her home.
Yes, she is. Julia Hung works out with her coach in her backyard while the San Francisco Fencing Club is closed because of the virus. None of this has left Juliana from being one of the best in the country in this beautiful sport. It takes a lot to become a fencer at the highest level. Juliana Hung has traveled the world, winning matches, and always with her trademark, yes.
I got into fencing when I was 5 years old, and it was because my older brother, he started fencing, and I was like, I want to fence too. And he did other things, like he did gymnastics, and I also wanted to do gymnastics. So I really wanted to copy my brother in all the sports he did, and fencing was one of them.
Juliana has learned to succeed in fencing. You can't count on anyone but yourself.
Yeah, most of the results that you produce are because of you, and you have to pass each level in the competition to get to the final. Yeah, and everything you do depends on you. So if you're more determined, more driven, if you're focusing on your style to improve yourself, you're going to see that in the results.
Juliana competes in the foil event, which means a different grip to the weapon, and to score points you have to hit within a certain area.
So for a foil fencer, I always say, imagine you're wearing a vest. That is everywhere you can, that is on. You'll score for that.
So unlike other weapons with foil, you have to be more precise, more accurate.
There's a lot of technique that comes into being a foil fencer. So the ones with better technique tend to be better fencers because first, the target is a lot smaller, and there's more back and forth actions that can make it your opponent's and all of a sudden yours, at the very last second.
All of this takes a huge time commitment with hours of practice each week and travel all over the world for competition. Juliana is able to do all of that while maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA at the Bay School in San Francisco.
I've been good at talking to my teachers, asking for homework ahead of time, doing it on the plane. Any moment where I'm free, I'm doing homework, and it's helped me to be more organized. So I see myself as a very organized person.
First of all, you have to love it, and doing this only because you like the sport, not because of, you want to get to Ivy League or, achieve any other goals which not attached to fencing. She's, hard worker, which is pay her and the strip. She worked very hard, and that's why she achieved these results.
Juliana has her share of championships, but being the perfectionist, it's the second place finishes she remembers most.
There was one in Paris. I think it was a 12-hour competition, and I also got second in those. So it was amazing by my result, but the fact that I could one step higher, and I'm almost there. And I'm there almost there so many times, so that's my goal.
Juliana's success will likely lead to advancing to a top program in college. From there, it's up to her how far she goes in the sport.
Potentially, definitely, she can go and reach all her goals, even go to Olympics and be in U.S. team, senior U.S. team. But it's really, if she really wants to do it, right? Because everything goes to college, and in college, usually, fencers kind of stop.
With the COVID outbreak, Juliana now practices in her backyard. She looks forward to competitions starting back up so she can compete for real and realize her goal of an international championship. Juliana is waiting for competitions to continue around the world to continue to meet her goal of competing in college and on the world stage.
How do you get into fencing?
She did it because, as she talked about in the story, her brother did it, and so she decided to do it, and then she got better than her brother and kept going.
Yeah, I'm better than my brother at everything too, so.
That's what you keep saying.